Hello.
Good morning.
We're in a very non-Christmassy Christleton, moored on a very nice piece of Armco in a nice bit of countryside. And just over that hedge to our right-hand side is Wharton Moor. Do you know what that means? Did you go to school?
I went to school, but I didn't learn a lot.
It was the scene of one of the last big battles of the English Civil War. Did you know that?
I knew that.
They were fighting like heck over there. And back in Chester, I always get King Charles and King Edward mixed up until I remember that one of them was actually a potato. So King Charles was watching from his tower back in Chester. What? He did. And yeah, the Roundheads were really pummeling the Cavaliers back towards the city walls. And King Charles was looking on all scared, and he ended up running away. And about 600 of his troops were captured and 800 were killed and injured.
Ooh.
It's not nice, is it, that?
Not nice.
So that's a happy start to the vlog, innit? If you didn't like that one, here's another one you won't like. And if you don't like hire boats, you better switch off this one. I'm talking to you, David Bramley. Just a few hundred yards back from where we are now, you alright? Just a few hundred yards from where we are now is where the very first holiday hire boat company was formed.
Really?
It was back in 1935.
Well, it must be David's favourite stop then.
And do you know how I know it was 1935?
Because it said so in the book.
No. That's the year the DFS sale started.
Oh my God!
There you go. And back then, you could hire a holiday narrowboat for £4 a week.
Wow.
Do you know what that is equivalent nowadays?
You put a few zeros on it.
It's the equivalent to a 3-seater sofa. $299. It's just $299. It is. But then you had 10 shillings in tolls to add on to that, so it weren't that much cheaper, really. Can you imagine hiring a narrowboat for a week nowadays for £4 a week? You'd need a second mortgage nowadays, wouldn't you? We could have a week's all-inclusive in Spain for that. Today we're carrying on our journey southeastwards down the Shropshire Union Canal towards Bunbury. That's very similar to what they used to call you in Navy, isn't it?
It was some words to that effect.
Similar to that. For the first 7 miles, we've got no locks, so we might stop just before then. It depends how tired we get, because it is rather sunny today.
It's hot.
Which is nice. So join us. You won't need your coat. You might need your T-shirt.
You might need to take your T-shirt off.
And a bit... Oh, I'm into that. Has Otis had his poo?
He's had 2.
Have you had your poo?
I've had 3.
Right, all right then. Back in the 1920s, a chap called T.W. Cubbon, as in cupboard, but without the wrote a book called Only a Little Cockboat. No, it's true, he did. Google it, go on Amazon, it's on there. And it was about his travels on his little boat down the Shropshire Union Canal. And what? I don't even understand what's funny about that. And when he got here to Egg Bridge, he decided he'd had enough for the day. So there was no mooring spaces, so he moored abreast, a wide beam, had his cocoa, went to bed, and everything was all right. Till the middle of the night, he could hear noises like scurrying and scratching noises. So he lit his candle, and there were hundreds of rats running round his boat. Ooh. They'd all come off the wide beam onto his boat, and oh, I'm all itchy now just thinking about it. So he got rid of them all and then moved on. He didn't want to stay there for the night. And that's what this place is. It's called Egg Bridge. Maybe it's the eggs that attracted the rats.
Possibly.
You don't know, do you?
No.
And the rats and the barges have long since gone, but you can still see signs of the old working canal with the mill at the side of the bridge. You wouldn't know it by looking, but we're coming up to a little village called Hargrave. And it is literally in the middle of nowhere, isn't it? It's nowhere. But there's a farm ahead called Golden Nook Farm. I keep thinking it was Golden Rivet Farm, but it's called Golden Nook Farm. It reminds me of Cabus Nook. Do you remember that on the Lancaster Canal? Mysterious Cabus Nook.
Take him to the Cabus Nook.
So why is it special? Well, it's a bit special because there's about, I don't know, moored boats on one side that just go on and on and on all the way to Tewkesbury.
To Tewkesbury?
No, honestly, it goes on for about a mile. So we have to slow down because normally we'd bomb along here at a maddening 2.5 miles an hour, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Dizzy speed. But because of the moored boats, we're going to slow right down to tick over, which for us is about 700 RPM. And it's important to do that because it disturbs the water and it can disturb the wildlife, as we found out. Well, we've always known, but we actually saw it ourselves a few days ago. We've been watching a pair of moorhens building a nest, and we've been watching them for days, haven't we? And
Yeah.
we got some video of the male bringing sticks and twigs and things so the female can build the nest. And then a boat came along, quite a few boats passed, but one came along and it was so fast the wash from the boat destroyed the nest. So no chicks for Mr. and Mrs. Moran this year. Please slow down. A few weeks ago when we were in Liverpool, I started sliding into a really intense, deep depression, and I couldn't sleep or concentrate. I couldn't motivate myself to do anything. I was just crying all the time, and I've never felt so desperately low in all my life. I couldn't see any way that things would get better ever again, and for the first time in, a lot of years, I was actually planning to end my own life. I was running through scenarios in my mind of how I was going to do it, and the thoughts were just taking over and consuming me. I had no control over what was going on. I didn't want to die. I don't want to die. It's actually really tough to try and put this into words, but the agony in my mind reached a level that was just unendurable, and I couldn't think of any other way of ending that agonising torment. Imagine you stood by a window of a really high burning building and your choice is either to burn or to jump. Either way, you're going to die, but until you've felt trapped by those flames, it's quite difficult to understand that jumping is the slightly less terrifying option. It's a really grim place to find yourself in, but you can't stop the feelings because they're taking over your mind. I think a lot of people will tell you when you're feeling that low to talk. But when you're in that situation, it feels like there's nobody to talk to. You can be surrounded by people, and they can all care and love you, but you just still feel so desperately lonely. What was there to talk about? I don't think words could have made it any better at that time. And it does get better. I know that from my own experience and from other people's experiences. I did want to talk, but like I say, I needed time and I figured I'd talk to you about it. I hope that's okay. Six days later. Oh, how slow was that?
That were a lot of boats.
That's the Golden Rivet Farm Rings or whatever it is. What is it?
Golden Nook.
Golden Nook Farm moorings. They literally do just go on forever and ever and ever. And the horseflies around here as well, so watch out for them if you're coming near here. We have discovered a new sport which is called horsefly squashing. They're actually, as nasty as they are, you should see them, they've got teeth like that. Like what? Like that. And as nasty as they are, they're actually quite slow, aren't they? They're not as agile as blue bottles.
No.
Because have you ever tried catching a blue bottle? I don't know how they do it.
Can't be done.
I think they can see 6 seconds into the future. Somebody ought to make a movie about that, didn't they? That'd be an ace movie, wouldn't it? Right, onwards. We're going to try, hopefully, fingers crossed, and get some water from Tattenhall Marina. Just around the corner from Tattenhall Marina, Gary Captain Phillips from Chuggabug was waiting. He was going to guide us into the marina to the water point. Chip and Dale seemed excited to see us and Otis, although I don't think Otis was that sure what all the fuss was about.
Take care, guys. See you next time.
Take care, man.
Take care. See you, Otis.
Water tank's full.
Yes.
It cost us a couple of, in fact it didn't cost us a couple of quid, it cost us about how much, £6 because we had some ice cream and some chocolate. Well, why not? You got to support your local marina, haven't you? And it was nice to see Gary Phillips in there off Narrowboat.
No, Captain.
Sorry, Captain Phillips.
Gary Captain Phillips.
Off Narrowboat Chuggabug. So we've set off from Tattenhall Marina and we've got to look apparently for a big mound. Just coming up to Bridge 109, which is called Bates Mill Bridge. Do you know why it's called Bates Mill Bridge?
Because it's something to do with a mill.
Yay! It's next to Bates Mill. Weird. And it's a popular visitor mooring all along this stretch. Not necessarily because of Bates Mill though.
No.
I think it's more likely to be because there's a pub on the other side called the Shady Oak.
Yes.
And it's not unusual to have hordes of boats coming down from Tattenhall Marina on a Thursday, mooring up down here, and then they all go to the pub for a few days and go back to the marina on a Sunday ready for work on a Monday. Why do they call it a skinful?
Oh, I don't know.
If you know why they call it a skinful, drop it in the comments below. Make sure that's all you drop though. Just coming up to Wharton's lock. Now we want to moor just after the lock, but we're not sure if there's any decent mooring, and there is here. So plan A is I'm going to jump off, I'm going to walk up and have a look. If there is, then I'll do the lock and we'll go through. If not, I'm going to wave frantically to Sean and he's going to moor up, and that's us done for the day. That was Wharton's lock.
Do they sell bread? Is it Warburton's?
No, it's like Warburton's but without the burr. But they don't sell bread. There's no bread shop or cakes or anything yeasty in there.
I don't want to go then.
All right then. And we've moored up just after the lock landing on a lovely little mooring because I'm going to go exploring. Now you might think I'm going to explore the Sandstone Trail which crosses the lock. Did you know about that?
Yeah, because you just told me.
It's off a Laurel and Hardy film and you like them, wasn't it?
It's not Laurel and Hardy.
It is
That's
the Sandstone.
Lonesome Pine.
I was born under a wandering
That's
star.
not Laurel and Hardy.
That Clint Eastwood.
No.
Anyway, there's a path, it's 34 miles long and it starts in Frodsham. Do you remember where the Danny lives at Sutton Weaver? Just down the road from there. And it goes 34 miles to Whitchurch, which is on the Llangollen Canal.
Llangollen.
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 Clear me clack. But that's not where I'm going exploring.
Ooh.
Do you remember that big mound I had my eye on? What? I'm going up there, it's Beeston Castle. And it's about a mile that way and about a mile high. It's really high.
It is high.
And it's not Barbara Castle, which is what he was going to say in the last take. Right, can I go and, I've done my work, can I go and explore now? I'll see you in a bit. I'm following the Sandstone Trail from the Canal to one of the most dramatically sited medieval castles in the whole of the UK. It sits atop a natural rocky crag boasting spectacular views, and I can't wait to get up there. Beeston Castle is managed by English Heritage, and they've very kindly allowed me in to explore this historic castle and find out more about its 4,000-year history. 500 feet up is Beeston Castle. It was built back in the 13th century by Ranulph de Blondeville. What a name, eh? He was the 6th Earl of Chester and apparently the spitting image of MacGyver, but just a little bit shorter. The last major battle to be fought from here was the English Civil War back in 1643, and the parliamentarians seized the castle, but they were forced out a few months later by the royalist forces. A lot of the castle was destroyed on the orders of Oliver Cromwell back in 1646, and that was to stop it being used as a base for other armies. This is the same Oliver Cromwell who signed the death warrant for King Charles I. Believe it or not, even though the castle sits so high, wells were dug to provide the people up here with fresh water. And at 370 feet deep, they're the deepest castle wells in England. The views from up here are just awesome. You can see the Welsh mountains off to the west, and if you look east you can see the Pennines. On a clear day you can see 8 different counties around Beeston Castle from up here. I feel really lucky to have this place to myself for a while. It's just so peaceful, it's perfect for meditation, and the views are just breathtaking. I could sit here for hours just staring out across the countryside. Now, according to legend, there's buried treasure in the ground somewhere around here belonging to Richard II. A lot of people have tried to find it but been unsuccessful. I'm going to go down the gift shop and see if they sell shovels. Hang on a second, is that Sean waving at me down there? Oh, dinner must be ready. I need to make a move. It's a bit of a trek to get here. You've got to be fit enough to climb the 500 feet to get up here and in there. But once you're up here, especially on a day like this, it's well worth it. Just don't forget your camera. I really love living and travelling with Sean and Otis on Silver Fox. I wouldn't change it for the world. But getting out and exploring places like this is really good for my mind, and it does get me out of the confines of the boat. I really should do it more often. I am shattered.
Shattered?
Well and truly, William Shatnered. He were laughing about me saying it's a mile high. It is a mile high. It feels like a mile high anyway.
I didn't go, I'm not tired.
But it is nice, and I didn't see Barbara Castle up there, so that's all right. But we are shattered, so we're not going to move any further today.
No, we're not.
We're going to call it a day, and I'm going to go and have a lie down and some strawberries. In true Foxes Afloat fashion, said that slowly because I couldn't say it in the last tech, but in true Foxes Afloat,
Shall we do all that again?
We find a nice little mooring spot and somebody moors right behind us. So, hello. They are nice people.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
No, they're not. So we're going to leave you here, and you can join us next time, hopefully, as we explore further down the Shroppy towards Barbridge Junction, when we'll have a decision to make.
We will.
Chips or rice?
No, if it's a good day, it'll be chips and rice.
We hope you'll join us for that. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel. It is free, and you get it gives me a shiver right where I like it.
I've seen.
Give the video a thumbs up. Come on, get with the programme and hit the notifications bell. YouTube will let you know every time we release a new vlog. If you want to support us even more, join as a YouTube member.
Wow, and there it is.
You get a proper badge. You do. You get a proper Foxy badge that's just all right.
Has it gone yet?
It's gone now. That you can use wherever you want, as long as it's on YouTube. And you get all sorts of perks, don't you? And
You do?
Exclusives. You get to see me with my clothes on, which is good. Say ta-ra, Sean.
Ta-ra, Sean.
Bye-bye. It's your line.
Hello.
Hello. We ought to set up a narrowboat male voice choir, didn't we?
No.
Well, we'd be the narrowboat male voice queer.
No.
I need to put the camera up because of my giant head.
Shall I turn this off?
No.
No, we don't want to turn it off.
That it was. You missed that one, didn't you?
It's laughing at Mound. Do they sell bread?
No, it's like
We haven't done the last 3 days.